What's the dumbest rule your school's ever implemented? I was rushing to second period, but on the way I saw 3 girls crying outside the principal's office, their faces red with humiliation. They'd been given 2 days of detention for leaving class to use the bathroom, and one of them had actually wet herself trying to hold it. This all started when our principal caught 2 couples in bathroom stalls, along with 5 boys vaping at the exact same time. Instead of punishing those specific students, our principal announced the most insane rule I'd ever heard. Effective immediately. No student may leave during class for any reason, including bathroom breaks. The enforcement was brutal. Automatic detention for anyone caught in the halls during class, and security guards stationed at every bathroom door to make sure there wasn't any funny business. I watched my friend Lauren literally beg our teacher, tears streaming down her face, to go to the bathroom. He just pointed to the new policy poster and told her she should have gone between classes. I felt bad, until I made the stupid mistake of chugging an entire Gatorade during lunch, because I just had PE in 90-degree weather. By the time I got to 6th period with Ms. Crawford, I could already feel my bladder about to explode. 20 minutes into class, I was shifting constantly, crossing and uncrossing my legs, trying every position possible to relieve the pressure. My literal crush, Will, was in that class, and I did not want him to see me sweating my ass off. I kept telling myself I could make it, just focus on the lesson, but then I made the mistake of looking at the clock. 20 minutes left. 20. My body went into full panic mode, that urgent, painful pressure that makes you break into a cold sweat. I raised my shaking hand. Miss Crawford, please, I really need to use the bathroom. It's an emergency. She didn't even turn around. She was probably the worst teacher to get for that exact reason. You know the rules, Sarah. Please, I can't hold it. She just scoffed. Then you should have managed your time better. Don't be a smartass. My whole body was trembling now, tears building in my eyes from the physical pain. Will was starting to notice how bad it was, and I was not about to pee myself in front of him. I knew I had to do something. That's when she turned to grab something from her desk, her back completely to the class. This was my chance. It was now or never, so I didn't think. I just moved. My legs carried me to the door in 3 quick steps. I opened the door as quietly as I could and turned around to shut it. However, it just had to let out the loudest creak imaginable. Everyone was staring, and Miss Crawford spun around. She saw me and immediately crashed out. "Katie, don't you dare!" But I was already out, the door clicking shut on her shriek of rage. I heard her chair screech and knew she was coming after me. I burst into the girls' bathroom, about to rush into a stall, when I saw our principal eating his lunch at a sink. His face went from surprise to furious. "Katie, what the hell are you doing?" Then all of a sudden his eyes went wide, hands flying to his throat. He was trying to keep yelling but no sound came out. I was so confused, but then his face turned purple in seconds, veins bulging. He was choking on his food. I knew I had to help. Miss Crawford burst through the door chasing after me, but saw him on the ground. I told her, "Grab someone," and she ran out as fast as she could. I looked back down and saw his eyes rolled back. In that moment I dropped to my knees, hands shaking. He didn't have any time, so I started chest compressions. Nothing was working. I was sobbing, tears streaming down my face. 15 more compressions, my arms burning. Then I slammed his chest as hard as I could, and he finally started coughing. He gasped like someone breaking through water. He rolled sideways, coughing and retching, pink flooding back into his face. The school nurse came, followed by paramedics. The principal grabbed my arm, still unable to speak, his face a mix of shock and gratitude. Miss Crawford stood frozen as the EMTs arrived, one of them saying, "His airway was completely blocked." The paramedic looked around the empty hallway and asked, why was no one else around to help? The silence was deafening. Neither of them could even look at me as they loaded him onto the stretcher, knowing their own rule almost ended his life. The next morning, an email went out to all parents. Effective immediately, the bathroom restriction policy has been lifted permanently. Choke on that.